nothing else you've ever seen before. How many sit-inside kayaks do you know that you can do this? That's pretty impressive. You got tons of stability here. I'm not afraid. The great thing about being a sit-inside is, well, it paddles really well like a sit-inside. I tell you what, going from sit-on-tops to sit-insides, I often forget how well a lot of sit-insides paddle. Super smooth. So, in terms of setups, you have rod holders in the back here, flush mount rod holders. You got, I can't remember what they call this, but it's kind of like a tray well or something. So you got kind of a tray here that you could strap down stuff, but then you also have a hatch built in, and you can access the hatch pretty easily from the seated position. And I believe, does this have the hatch that you can open both ways or no? I don't remember.
Yes, that is the double header hatch. You can take it off from the back and front, and even remove the hatch.
Yep, so you can remove the hatch or you can open the hatch from either way. That's something that's kind of proprietary to Bonafide. I haven't seen anyone else do that. Up in front, we have a nice little deck cover. Might as well just stand up here and show you. So you got a nice little area. You can put like a dry bag underneath. That's probably how I would use it. We got a nice little cockpit area here. Maybe put your phone or something in there. There is a foam seal around it. You got cup holders. Those are always important. And it does look like this actually removes as well. Something you can't see is, in a lot of sit-inside kayaks, they're designed in a mold in such a way that you end up, if you wanted to stand, you'd have to stand with your feet like this. Not on the Bonafide here. On the Bonafide, you have these flat spots to be able to stand, and it has nice grip here. And so I can really get up easily and stand up. And that's what's gonna make this thing stand out. I could easily fish from this standing up, no problem, 110%. Another aspect of it is, it just looks dang cool. Bonafide has always come out with kayaks that just look really good. Because let's face it, none of us want to look like doofuses. I mean, although I'm pretty good at looking like a doofus, but that's not the kayak's fault.
Aside from the EX123, Bonafide also makes a few other models, which you guys can actually do some looking into. I'll have them linked in the video description below. I've had this one out on the water, and it is insanely stable for its specs, and yet it paddles beautifully. The seat on this thing is like sitting in your living room. And Bonafide recently released this FLEXWING.
The concept behind the FLEXWING is basically you got a wide flat platform back there, so you have a tendency to drift in certain wind conditions or when you're stop paddling. So what we've done, we've prototyped, and we've got, this is the finished version right here. It captures the water, so when you're out on there and there's a wind blowing, it's going to keep that thing from drifting around on you. So yeah, those are available now.
So anyway, if this is something that interests you, I'll have it linked in the video description below. You can get the specs, the pricing, all that up-to-date stuff. I don't want to list all that stuff because they're new enough. Some of that stuff might change. So I'm going to have it all linked in the video description below, and you can get all the info you need. And one other thing, big thanks to my cameraman,
Wade Harrison.
He offered to help me film, and I'm going to have his channel linked in the video description below. Say hi.
What's up?
There you go.